అందరికీ నమస్కారములు. సర్వేభ్యో నమస్కారः. Today is the third day of our classes on learning Sanskritam language from Guruji Akella Hemakanta Prabhakar Rao garu. I already introduced him. He is the president of Veda Samskriti Samiti and is the patron of this course and is the prime mover in conducting this course. Now we will start this session with paying our respects to our country by reciting Vande Mataram and then chanting Prarthana. Let us request Chitti Babu garu to recite Vande Mataram, please.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam Sufalam, Malayaj Sitalam, Sasya Syamalam Mataram, Vande Mataram. Subhrajyosna pulakitayamini pullakusumita drumadala shobhini suhasini sumadhura bhashini sukhadam varadam mataram vande mataram. Vande Mataram.
Vande Mataram. Now let us request Josna garu to chant Prarthana, please.
Harihi Om. 1 minute meditation. Omkaram. Om. 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 Gananam tva ganapatim havamahe kavim kavinam upamashravastamam jyeshtarajam brahmanam brahmanaspata anaha शृण्वन्नोति बिस्सीद साधनम् ओम श्री महागणाधिपतये नमः। ओम प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामवित्र्यवतु। ओम श्री महासरस्वत्यै नमः। गुरुरेव गतिः गुरुमेव भजे गुरुनैव सहास्मि नमो गुरवे न गुरोः परमं शिशुरस्मि गुरोः मतिरस्ति गुरौ मां पाहि गुरो। ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलस्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवम् उपास्महे। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतंगमय। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्य देवो भव अतिथिदेवो भव। ओम सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। ధన్యవాదాలు.
ధన్యవాదములండి జ్యోత్స్న గారు.
ధన్యవాదాలు.
Good chanting. Now let us request AHP Rao garu. Okay, let us request Akella Hemakanth Prabhakar Rao garu to continue the webinar, please.
Kshamyatam for the delay because of net problem. Thank you for bearing with me. Now let us start. Let me share the lesson. We are covered up to the lesson 2. I hope everybody must have read the lessons 1 and 2 now. Now let us go to lesson 3 now. Before going to lesson 3, I would like to find out anyone is having any doubts on the earlier lessons, mainly on root word concept. Root concept. Anybody is having any doubt? Please raise your hands so that I will understand how many people are having doubts. Okay. Now let us go to the next lesson. Okay. Sarada ji.
Sir, can you explain the ganas again, please, in detail, if possible?
See, ganas in detail is not required for you.
Okay.
It is only thing is there are 10 ganas are there. The all dhatus 2100 are divided into 10 ganas. These 10 ganas names are there. Each gana is being given with a syllable called A. That syllable is a pratyaya called, that is pratyaya. That pratyaya is called
Vikarana pratyaya.
That pratyaya called Vikarana pratyaya. That's all. That much only you know.
Okay.
Every gana will have one Vikarana pratyaya. Based on that, the first kriya will form. Prathama Purusha Ekavachana kriya will form. Bhavati, Patati, Likati. That will form. That much only understand. More than that is not required at the basic level.
Astu Mahoday.
Now, any other doubt other than this? Did you understand this concept? I would like to know whether you people have understood this concept. Here. How these words are formed, dhatus are formed. This concept has been understood. From Omkaram, Maheshwar Sutras have come. From Maheshwar Sutras, Varnamala has come. From Varnamala, dhatus have come. 2100 dhatus have. From 2100 dhatus, there are two types of dhatus have been the two types of words are being formed. One is Shabdaha, another is Dhatu Shabdaha. Pratipadika Shabdaha, Dhatu Shabdaha. This formation of 2100 Shabdas to Pratipadika Shabda and Dhatu Shabda based on Panini Sutras. That Sutras we are not reading. Based on those Sutras, these Pratipadika Shabdas are formed. Say, for example, Ramaha is there. Rama is Pratipadika Shabda. For Ramaha Shabda, Ramaha is the person Rama. That is Ramaha. That is subject. First for nominative case. That is a nominative case. Pradama Vibhakti. Nominative case Ramaha. But to say in nominative case Ramaha, there is a root word. That root word is Rama. That Rama is Pratipadika Shabda, which has come from Dhatu Shabda, 2100 Dhatu Shabda. From there, this Rama Shabda has come based on Subantas. That Subantas theory is there in Panini Sutras. We are taking from the Pratipadika Rupa. We are not going back on that. Back subject, we are not going. That is a critical affair to understand now at this stage. So we are going with Rama Shabda. Rama Shabda has come now. And similarly, Pat Shabda has come. In Dhatu, Pat. A work, a Kriya. That Pat Shabda has come there. That Dhatu Shabda. This Pat Shabda and Rama Shabda both are being formed by these 2100 Dhatus only. And the formation is based on some sutras. And when we are going ahead with this Rama Shabda and Pat Shabda for each one, that is the stage we have started now, at the middle of the stage, to understand the language. And this from Rama Shabda, by adding Subantas, we are becoming Ramaha. Similarly, by adding Dhatu Shabda Pat, by adding Gana and Tiganta Prachayas, we are getting Patati. We are getting Kriya, verb. So that is the concept I want to give to you. That basic concept I want to give to you, understand. Just understand this logic, that's all. More than that is not required. How it has come, why it has come, why it has not come. Like, don't go into those details. It is a difficult affair for you to understand at this stage. At the basic level stage, you have not read Panini's Vyakaranam. If somebody is expert in Panini Vyakaranam, he will be understanding those things. But for a person who is novice on Sanskritam, we don't need to go into the details there. Let us go with Rama Shabdam and Pat Shabdam. Rama Shabdam with Pradama Vibhakti, Ramaha. Pat Shabdam with Tiganta Prachayam, it becomes Vikarana Prachayam and Tiganta Prachayam, it becomes Patati. Kriya. From Dhatu, Kriya comes. From Pratipadika, Shabda comes. Shabda and Kriya. These are the important points for us. Shabda is used for Karta and Karma. Kriya is used for Kriya, verb. Karta, Karma, Kriya is the sentence. For making Karta Shabda and for making Karma Shabda, we need Pratipadika Shabdas. For making Kriya Shabda, we need Dhatu Shabda. So Dhatu Shabda is a part. Karta Shabda is Rama. Pratipadika Shabda. Rama has become Ramaha as a person who is doing the work. Ramaha Patati. Pat has become because it becomes to Bhavadhatu, Apa Prachayam, Patha, Pat plus A, Patha. From Patha plus Ti, Tiganta Prachayam, Patati. Tiganta Prachayam indicates Vartaman Kala. That Ti Prachayam indicates Vartaman Kala. Present tense. So Patati verb has been formed there. This Patati verb, who is doing Patati verb? Rama is doing the work. Shabda. This Rama, to say that man is doing the work, we have to use in Pradama Vibhakti. First case, nominative case. That nominative case, Rupam is Ramaha. Ramaha Patati. This is sentence. So based on this concept, we have to go ahead. This concept should be very clear in your mind. Okay. That's what I have written here. Pratipadika Shabdaha plus Subanta Prachaya is equal to the Shabda we are using. That is Bala Shabdaha, Rama Shabdaha, all these things. This Sabda is called Namvachakam, Sarvanamam, Visheshanam, Avyayam. All these things are formed with this principle. Pradipadika Shabdaha, Subanta Prachayaha. Based on this, these words will be there. These words will be there. And Dhatu Prachayam and Tiganta Prachayam, this Kriya Shabda will be there. Using these two, we make sentences. That is the concept you should understand. Now, that's what I explained is how this that is root. This is called root word concept. This is called root word concept. This root word concept, based on the root word, how it has come, I explained in the last class. How we arrived at the Kriya, Patati. How we arrived at Patati, we explained here. Ganas and all those things I explained. Now, let us go to formation of sentence, what we need. In formation of a sentence, we need one action and the person who is doing that action. The person who is doing that action is called a noun or Namvachakam in Sanskritam. It is called Namvachakam in Sanskritam. So, or pronoun. In place of Namvachakam, which uses pronoun. So, with noun and pronoun, we use Karta. The Kartrupadam, nouns and pronouns, Namvachakam and Sarvanama are used. The words used for Kartrupadam can be nouns or pronouns. This is first point. So, in a sentence, there will be verb. Verb means action. In Sanskritam, it is called Kriyapadam. Kartrupadam is the person who is doing the work. Kriyapadam is the action, what work he is doing. If any action is there, then there should be a person and anyone who does that action or work, which also called as a verb. That is verb. That action is called verb. That word used to tell about the person who does the work is Kartrupadam or Karta or subject. Okay. Subject in English, Karta or Kartrupadam in Sanskrit. So Kartrupadam, Kriyapadam. Subject, verb is a sentence. So Balaha Patati means boy reads. The person who does the work reads Balaha. So Balaha is called Kartrupadam. This Kartrupadam can be Balaha, Balika, Mitram. Balaha is Pullingam, Balika is Strilingam, Mitram is Napusakam. Or it could be Ramaha, Harihi, Guruhu, Pita, Pullinga Shabdas, just like that. So many Shabdas are there. Ramaha is one type of Shabdam, Harihi is another type of Shabdam, Guruhu is another type of Shabdam, Pita is another type of Shabdam. So there will be different types of Shabdas will be there. Around 20 sections are there like that. All the Shabdas will come under these 20 groups, more or less. And then Rama, Sita, Gauri, Mata will come under Balika group. Say Akaranta group. Visarga, this is Visarga group. Ramaha, Harihi, Guruhu, Pita, Visarga, that type of group. Pullinga group. This is Strilinga group. Rama, Sita, Gauri, Mata, Lata, all those things are Strilinga group. These are names, that is nouns of persons doing the work or action. Noun in Sanskritam is called as Namvachakam. This is another concept you should understand. The noun in Sanskritam is called Namvachakam. Then the word that is used in place of noun is called pronoun. That is called Sarvanamam in Sanskrit. Namvachakam, Sanskritam. So Kriyapadam could be Namvachakam, Kriyapadam could be Sarvanamam Shabdam. Sarvanam Shabdam, Sanskrit. What are Sarvanam Shabdas? In place of Rama, if you want to say, in place of Rama, you want to say Saha, he. Say in place of one Rama, if you want to call him, he, you will say he. So that he in Sanskritam is Saha. So Ramaha Patati, if you want to use the Sarvanam Shabdam, you say Saha Patati. This also is clear. I hope. Saha is used in the place of Ram. Hence, we can use the Namvachaka Shabda or Sarvanam Shabda as a Kartrupadam. Karta, as a subject. Okay. That is the concept of using what word is used for Karta. Either Namvachakam or Sarvanam can be used. That is one section. What is second point to be noted to be a Kartrupadam? Who is talking? Which gender is talking? That is required for us. So gender is important. So gender, that Namvachaka Padam is Pullinga or Strilinga or Napusalinga. There will be 3 sections, just like any other language. So the words used for Kartrupadam can be in 3 genders. That be male is called Pumlingaha. In Sanskrit it's called Pumlingaha. And female word, that is called Strilingaha. And then Napunsaka word, that is called Napumsakalingaha. So there are 3 genders, just like any other language. In Sanskritam also, there are 3 genders. The names are Pumlingaha, Strilingaha, Napumsakalingaha. Male, female, neutral. That is normal. In any other language is that, this language also will have the same thing. There is nothing new here. Only name you have to remember. The sentences can be made in 3 genders. That means the sentences can be made either Namvachaka sentence or Sarvanama sentence can be made in 3 genders, subcategory. Now, first category is noun and pronouns. Then set sub is under those things. If you take either noun or if you take either Sarvanamam, there is subcategory again here. What is the subcategory? Formation based on gender. Noun with male gender noun, female gender noun, and neutral gender noun. Similarly, Sarvanama, male Sarvanama, male or female Sarvanama, and neutral Sarvanama. The words can be formed like that. So the word as a Karta, now it could be Pullinga, Strilinga, Napusaka, either Namvachaka or Sarvanama. That is second stage. Okay? Now the sentences, the words used for Kartrupadam can be in 3 genders, Pullinga, Strilinga, Napusakalinga. The sentencing can be made in then Balaha, Nama, Ramaha, Saha are male gender words, Pullinga words, and Balaha patati, Ramaha patati. Balaha patati, Ramaha patati, Saha patati. These are the sentences made with Pullinga Shabdas. Ramaha patati, Balaha patati, Ramaha patati, Saha patati. These are the sentences made with Pullinga Shabdas. Okay. Then Sita, Balika, Sa are female gender words. Sita patati, Balika patati, Sa patati. These are sentences made with Strilinga words. Then Mitram, Vahanam, Tat are the neutral gender words. These are made of Napusakalinga words. Mitram gacchati, Vahanam gacchati, Tat gacchati. These are the sentences with Napusakalinga words. Okay. Then hence Kartrupadam in sentences can be from 3 genders: male Pullingaha, female Strilingaha, Napusakalingaha, and either nouns or Sarvanamams, or either nouns or pronouns. Namvachaka or Sarvanama can be used for Karta. Up to this we are learned. Then question comes another subcategory. Another subcategory is Vachana. The Karta, how many? Either one person or many persons. That indicates in Sanskrit numbers, in English numbers. 1, 2, 1 or many. Either one or many, singular or plural. But in Sanskritam, there will be 3. Singular, dual, and plural. So when you use singular word and when you use plural word, the kriya also changes accordingly in Sanskritam. In line with kriya karta, the kriya also changes. If kriya is in singular, then karta, if karta is singular, the Kriya also will be singular Karta. If Karta is plural, Kriya also will be plural. And if Karta is dual, Kriya also will be dual. So that symmetry you have to maintain always. Singular Karta, singular Kriya. Dual Karta, dual Kriya. Plural Karta, plural Kriya. In Sanskritam it is called Ekavachana Karta, Ekavachana Kriya. Dvivachana Karta, Dvivachana Kriya. Bahuvachana Karta, Bahuvachana Kriya. This forms the sentences. This is what we do normally. Though you don't clearly observe this, but this is what we are doing every day in all languages. So, the words used in language mostly in two numbers only. That is singular and plural. Singular represents one person or item. Plural represents more than one person or item. Whereas in Sanskritam, there are three numbers. Singular, dual, and plural. That means in Sanskritam, we have to talk about these two persons. When we want to talk about two persons, we have to use dual number, Sabdaha, and dual number, Kriya. So, now we have to understand now how to understand Ekavachanam, Dvivachanam, Bahuvachanam for each Shabda, right? So, let us take a Pullinga Shabdam first. The Pullinga Shabdam, let us take Bala Shabdam. This is Pullinga Shabdam. Bala Shabdam is a Pullinga Shabdam. So, what is the attribute of this Bala Shabdam? This Bala Shabdaha has got an end syllable A. What is having in Bala Shabda? Chivara, at the end, A is there. So that Akarantaha, that Shabdaha is Akarantaha, Pullingaha, Bala Shabdaha. That Bala Shabdam is called Akaranta Pullinga Bala Shabda. The Akaranta Pullinga Bala Shabdaha, if you want to use in Ekavachanam, it should be Balaha. If you want to use that Shabdam in Dvivachanam, it should be Balau. If you want to use that in Bahuvachanam, it should be Balaha. So all Akaranta Shabdas in the same fashion will work. Balaha, Balau, Balaha. Balaha Ekavachanam, Balau Dvivachanam, Balaha Bahuvachanam. If we take Ramaha Shabdaha, Rama Shabdaha, Akaranta Pullinga Rama Shabdaha, Ramaha Ramau Ramaha. Akaranta Pullinga Krishna Shabdaha, Krishnaha Krishnau Krishnaha. Akaranta Pullinga Janaka Shabdaha, Janakaha Janakau Janakaha. Akaranta Pullinga Ashwa Shabdaha, Ashwaha Ashwau Ashwaha. Akaranta Pullinga Vruksha Shabdaha, Vrukshaha Vrukshau Vrukshaha. Akaranta Pullinga Agraja Shabdaha, Agrajaha Agrajau Agrajaha. Akaranta Pullinga Pitruvyaha Shabdaha, Pitruvyaha Pitruvyau Pitruvyaha. Pitruvya means uncle, paternal uncle, father's brother. Pitruvyaha. Matulaha, mother's brother. Matulaha, Matulau, Matulaha. All this is the Akarant Shabdas. For Ikarant Shabdas, something different. For Ukarant Shabdas, something different. For Rukarant Shabdas, something different. Those things will be around 20. These 20 we have to understand. To talk about millions of words. We use millions of words. How many words are there? The millions of words are there. To use millions of words, the categorization was given in 20 sections. These 20 sections, how the words are formed, we should understand. If you understand that, you master the subject. That is a basic thing in Sanskrit. How to use these words, these 20 types of words in Ekavachanam, Dvivachanam, Bahuvachanam. Singular, dual, plural. Balaha balau balaha. Ramaha ramau ramaha. Vrikshaha vrikshau vrikshaha. This is Pullinga section. Then coming to Strilinga section, what are the Strilinga Sabdas we learned? Shala, Rama, Sita, Lata, Akaranta Sabdas we learned. Simple, basic Sabda. That Sabda means Akaranta Strilinga Shala Sabda. Shala means what? Shala means Patasala. Patasala means school. A school. So school, when you say Sala, that is Strilinga Sabda. Though as a Bhavanama, anything you make it, you say in English, it is a neutral. But it's not so in Sanskrit. It depends on the structure of the word, as we discussed in the first class. Since it is in the first class, the structure of the word, the Sala is having end syllable A. Since it is having end syllable A, we can understand that Sabdam is a Strilinga Sabdam. Since it is a Strilinga Sabdam, its declination will be different. Ekavachana, Devachana will be different. That will be how? The Akaranta Strilinga Shala Shabdaha, Ekavachanam Shala, Divachanam Shale, Bahuvachanam Shalaha. This will be like this. Shala, Shale, Shalaha. So they will be in this form. Strilinga Shabdas, Akaranta Strilinga Shabdas will be in this form. Shala, Shale, Shalaha, Lata, Late, Lataha, Rama, Rame, Ramaha. Akaranta Strilinga, Rama Shabdaha, Rama, Rame, Ramaha. Rama Ekavachanam, Rame Dvivachanam, Ramaha Bahuvachanam. Akaranta Strilinga Lata Shabdaha, Lata, Late, Lataha. When I say Late, that means there are two latas. There are two creepers. One Lata means creeper here, not name. Creeper's name. A creeper's name is Lata in Sanskrit. So Lata creeper, there are, if two creepers are there, and I say Late. One creeper is there. I say Lata. Many creepers are there. I say Lataha. So Lata, Late, Lataha. Shala, Shale, Shalaha. Rama, Rame, Rama. Radha, Radhe, Radha. Like that. Agraja, Agraje, Agrajaha. Akka, sister, elder sister. Anuja, Anuje, Anujaha. Younger sister. Like that. Like that, any Akaran Sabdas will be similar way. Then next comes Napuska Sabda. Napuska Sabda, let us take Phala Sabda. Phala Sabda is having what? What is the end vowel for Phala Sabda? Akarantaha. Phala Sabda is having Akaranta. So Akaranta Napunsaka Lingaha Phala Sabdaha is having Phalam as a singular. Phale Dvivachanam. And Phalani Bahuvachanam. So Akarantaha Napunsaka Lingaha Phala Sabdaha Phalam Phale Phalani. Ekavachanam Phalam. Anuswaram will come. Makaram will come. Will come. Phala plus phalam. Phala plus phalam. Phale. Divachanam is phale. Bahuvachanam is phalani. Singular is phalam. Dual is phale. Plural is phalani. So Akaranta Napusakalinga Phala Shabdaha Phalam Phale Phalani. Akaranta Napusakalinga Vahana Shabdaha Vahanam Vahane Vahanani. Akaranta Napusakalinga Vana Shabdaha Vanam Vane Vanani. Akaranta Napusakalinga Gnana Shabdaha Gnanam Gnane Gnanani. Like that we have to use. If you want to use Ekavachanam, you use Gnanam. If you want to use Divachanam, you use Gnane. If you want to use Bahuvachanam, Gnanani. Similarly, Vanam. Vanam means forest. So if you want to use one vanam, you use vanam. If you want to use two, then vane. If you want to use three, more than two, vanani. Phalam. If you want to use one, you want to talk about one phalam, then say phalam. If you want to talk about two, then talk phale. If you want to have more than two, phalani. Similarly, parnam, parne, parnani. Nayanam, nayane, nayanani. Like that. Any Napusaka Sabdam will be in that fashion, which is having akarantam, which is having a at the end. The word which is having a at the end will have like this for Napusaka Sabdam. So that's how we have the categorization of numbers. Ekavachanam, Divachanam, Bahuvachanam. Similarly, Kriyabadam also changes with respect to number vachanam. When you are changing the Kriya Kartrupradam to Ekavachanam, Divachanam, Bahuvachanam, then simultaneously the Kriyapadam also should go along with that. You cannot say a singular karta and plural kriya. Singular karta, singular kriya. Dual karta, dual kriya. Plural karta, plural kriya. Like that only how to use. System, it should be go as a system only. That system has to be maintained. So similarly, Kriyapadam also changes with respect to number and vachanam. That is vachanam. Number means vachanam. So gachati is the kriya we take. Let us take gachati kriya. Means gachati means going. Who is going will depends on the karta we use. Gachati ekavachanam. If that is to be used for two people, either male or female or neutral, we have to use gachataha. For singular, we are using gachati. This is present tense. In present tense, we are using for singular gacha plus ti. Or patha plus ti. Or for singular. For dual, gacha plus taha. Or patha plus taha. Patataha. Bahuvachanam, gacha plus anti. Gachanti. Or patha plus anti. Pathanti. So, gachati, gachataha, gachanti. Patati, patataha, patanti. Ekavachanam, divachanam, bahuvachanam. When you are using ekavachana kriya, you use gachati. When you are using ekavachana karta, you using gachati kriya. When you are using divachana karta, use divachana kriya gachataha. When you are using bahuvachana karta, you will use bahuvachana kriya gachataha. So, how this will go for different verbs? Gachati, gachataha, gachanti. Patati, patataha, patanti. Likhati, likhataha, likhanti. Khadati, khadataha, khadanti. You have learnt various words, right? Earlier. For gachati, t ending t ones. Similarly, ending te ones will also, that also we will learn separately. So now, how this will come? Balaha gachati, balau gachataha, balaha gachanti. This how, what is the concept you are understanding now here? When the kriya, karta is changing from one vachanam to another vachanam, kriya is also changing from one vachanam to another vachanam. You should go together. The change in number should go together for karta as well as kriya. That is the concept. So, balaha gachati, ekavachanam, balau gachataha, divachanam, balaha gachanti, bahuvachanam. So, this is the concept you should understand. The concept now we are saying is either namvachanam or sarvanamam. If the number changes, the kriya number also changes. Vachanam changes. So, the vachanam should be same for karta and kriya. Next comes is the concept of purusha. Purusha concept. Purusha means not lingam here. Purusha means person. First person, second person, third person in English. So the Purusha concept is person concept. What is first person in English? I. What is second person in English? You. What is third person in English? He, she, it. Or any name. Rama, Sita, tree. Any names. Any name is a name or pronoun. Noun or pronoun is a third person. Either noun or pronoun. He, she, it are pronouns. But nouns are also third person only. Rama, Krishna, Madhava, or any word you use. For example, tree, school, any word you use, that will be third person only. Any name you say, or any sarvana pronoun is third person only. Only I is the first person, only you is the second person. In Sanskritam, also similarly like that only. I equivalent is aham. You equivalent is tvam. The difference between English and here becomes is, what is this is? If you are using I also, he also, you use the same type of words. Here, I am reading, he is reading, she is reading, you are reading. You are reading. You say you are reading. I am reading. He is reading. That's what we use, right? So, am, are, is are indicating the change in person. I am reading, you are reading, he is reading, Rama is reading. You don't say Rama, I am reading. Do we say that? We don't say Rama, I am reading. Sorry, I am reading. Rama, I am reading. Rama is reading. But I am reading. You are reading. That am, are, is concept is there here also. In Sanskritam also. But that goes to Kriya only. That also goes to Kriya only. Kriya changes. When you use I, the Kriya will be different. When you use you, the Kriya will be different. When you use he, she, it, or Rama, etc., the Kriya will be different. Just like I am, you are, and is are used, the Kriyas will be different here. For example, Ramaha patati. If you want to say aham patati is not correct. Aham becomes patami. Tom becomes patasi. So these three, first person, second person, third person in English are called are known as, I is known as Uttama Purusha in Sanskrit. Uttama Purusha. And Uttama Purusha is only one Shabdam, I. That is Aham. And Madhyama Purusha is one Shabdam. That is you in English. Here it is Tvam. In Prathama Purusha, third person is called Prathama Purusha. Prathama Purusha, it is third person in Sanskritam. So first person is Uttama Purusha, second person is Madhyama Purusha, third person is Prathama Purusha. The third person goes to Prathama Purusha. In Sanskritam, we should remember like this. For us, for our culture, Atithi is first for us. The third person is first for us. I am here now. You are before me. The third person is coming from outside. Is Atithi for us. Atithi is a guest. The third person. That third person is first for us. Like that you remember. The third person is Prathama Purusha. Prathama means first. First person is Sanskrit. Prathama Purusha. And Madhyama is Tvam. And Uttama is Aham. Aham Sarvatra Uttamaha. I should be always Uttamudu. Aham sarvatra uttama. Aham shabdam always uttama shabdam. Tvam shabdam is madhyama shabdam. And all other shabdas are prathama shabdas. This another concept you should remember. The Purushas are three now, just like three persons in English. Uttama Purusha, Aham. Madhyama Purusha, Tvam. All other words, Prathama Purusha. Either noun or pronoun. They are all Prathama Purusha. So for all those words, the Kriya will be one type. For Tvam, the Kriya will be another type. For Aham, the Kriya will be another type. Just like I am reading, you are reading, he, she, it, Rama, Sita, Vahanam is going. Okay, like that. So this concept is regarding the persons. And now you have to understand slightly a bit more. This Aham Shabdam Ekavachanam only. Right? But Divachanam, Avam. Bahuvachanam for that, Vayam. So the Uttam Purusha Shabdam, one Shabdam, in Ekavachanam it is Aham, in Divachanam it is Avam, in Bahuvachanam it is Vayam. Similarly, Madhyama Purusha Shabdam, Tvam Shabdam. That Shabdam is in Ekavachanam Tvam, in Divachanam Yuvam, in Bahuvachanam Yuyam. The Shabdam is one. It has got only three Vachanams, that's all. Similarly, just Rama Shabdam is one. Ekavachanam is Ramaha, Divachanam Ramau, Bahuvachanam Ramaha. Similarly, the Uttama Purusha Shabdam is one. That is, Shabdam name is Asmad Shabdam, Asmad. That Asmad Shabdam is one. Its Ekavachana Rupam is Aham. Its Divachana Rupam is Avam. Its Bahuvachana Rupam is Vayam. Similarly, Madhyama Purusha Shabdam is only one. That is Yushmat Shabdam. That Yushmat Shabdam, Ekavachana Rupam is Tvam. Divachana Rupam is Yuvam. Bahuvachana Rupam is Yuyam. So just like Akaranta Bala Siddha Balau Balau Balaha, how this is told? Dakarantaha Yushmat Siddha Tvam Yuvam Yuyam. These were Madhyama Purusha. Dakarantaha Asmat Siddha Aham Avam Vayam. This is Uttama Purusha. Three Purushas. So the Karta could be third person, the Karta could be second person, the Karta could be first person. Not only gender change, not only number change, it could be person change also. Person. First person, third person, second person, third person. So when person is changing, Kriya is also changing. So the sentences will be accordingly changing. The Kriya will be changing. So when I is used, this Patati becomes Patami. When Tvam is used, Patati becomes Patasi. That's how the changes will come. But as on at this time, you understand that Madhyama Purusha Shabdam is only one. Its name is Yushmat Shabdam. Its end syllable is Dakarantam. Dakaranta Yushmat Shabdaha. Dakaranta Yushmat Shabdaha. Ekavachanam Tvam. Divachanam Yuvam. Bahuvachanam Yuyam. Tvam means one you. Yuvam means you two. Yuyam means you all. Similarly, Dakaranta Asmat Shabdaha, Ekavachanam Aham, that means I. Avam, that means we two. Vayam means we all. So this concept is to be remembered. these are the basic concepts to be remembered to go ahead. So Ramaha, Akaranta Pullinga Rama Shabdaha is a noun and its root word is Rama. The end syllable is A. Similarly, Rama is Akaranta Strilinga Shabdaha, Rama Shabdaha is a noun and its root word is Rama. The end syllable is A. Similarly, Gnanam Shabdam, Akaranta Napunsakalingaha, Akaranta Napunsakalingaha, Gnanam Shabdaha. Gnanam Shabdaha is a noun and this word is Gnan and its root word is Gnana. Gnana and its root word is Gnana. The end syllable is A. This concept is to be remembered. You have to remember the end word concept, end syllable concept. Every word, what is the end syllable, you should remember. And what is the root word, you should remember. This is Gnana Shabdam, end syllable is A. This is Napusaka Shabdam. This Rama Shabdam, root word is Rama, end syllable is A. The Rama is Akaranta Shabdam, end syllable is A. And the root word is Rama. Then Sahasa Tat. This is the Sarvanam Shabdam. But this name of this Shabdam is Dakaranta Tat Shabdaha. This is Tat Shabdam. This Tat Shabdam, Pullinga Rupam is Saha, Strilinga Rupam is Sa, Napusaka Rupam is Tat. The Shabdam name is one only. In Sarvanamam, one Shabdam will have three lingas. Not like nouns. Nouns, one Shabdam, one lingam only. But in Sarvanamam, the roots of word will be different and that root word will have in three lingas. This Tadda is root word. For Saha Shabdam, Saha means he. For Saha Shabdam, root word is Tad. And this is Dakaranta. The Dakaranta Tad Shabdaha Saha. Pullinga Rupam. Strilinga Rupam Sa. Napusaka Rupam Tat. Similarly, Asmat Shabdam also. Dakarantaha Asmat Shabdaha. Aham Shabdaha. Aham. There is only one. Aham is Pullingam, Strilingam, Napusakam. Why Aham is Strilingam same? Because if I am male, what I will say? I say Aham. If I am female also say Aham only, I only, right? Female, male, neutral. When you call yourself, what do you say? I only. Similarly, in Sanskritam also, Aham only. So that is Trilingaka word, three lingas. In three lingas, same. The word is same in all the three lingas. That's why that is Trilingaka word. So Dakaranta Trilingaka Asmat Shabdaha Aham Ekvachanam Avam Divachanam Vayam Bahuvachanam. Similarly, Tvam also same. Tvam, Pullingam, Strilingam, Napusaka same. When you are seeing a male person, you call him Tvam. When you are seeing a female person, you call her Tvam. When you are talking to a neutral Shabdam, then also you will say Tvam. You don't differentiate. So in all the three lingas, in Madhyopura Shabdam also, second person Shabdam also. In English also same. You. That's all. I. That's all. Male, female, neutral. In Sanskrit also same way only. Aham. Its name is given to that is Trilingaka Shabdam. That Shabdam name is Asma Shabdam. Trilingaka Asma Shabdaha. But its end syllable is Dakaram. Asmad. Asmad Shabdam having Da at the end. Why this end is remembered, you will understand later. For every word, the end syllable is to be remembered and root word is to be remembered. Why that is remembered, you will learn later. First, try to understand that concept is there. This Dakarantha Tat Shabdaha has got a Pullinga Rupam Saha, Strilinga Rupam Sa, Napuska Rupam Tat, because that is Sarvanam Shabda. And similarly, Aham and Tom also Sarvanam Shabdas only. But the nature of the word is such, we use in all the three genders same word. That's why it is Trilingakaha. Mood lingallo samananga undedi. The one that is equal in all the three lingas. That's what it means. Trilingakaha means the word that is equal in all the three lingas.
Guruji, is that Pradama Purusha is also comes under Trilingaka only?
Yeah, that is also Pradama, that is Uttam Purusha. Aham is Uttam Purusha.
No, Pradama Purusha.
I couldn't understand your question.
Yeah, there's a Madhyama Purusha and the Yushma Sabdam and Asma Sabdam comes under a Trilingaka category. Is that Pradama Purusha also comes under the category? I just asking.
How it will be? In Pradama Purusha, every single individual has got a different name, right? If you are a male, you will call a different name. If you are a female, you will call a different name. If you are Napuska, you will call a different name, right? How can you say it Trilingaka?
Yeah. So that comes under a different category. Yeah, understood.
Yeah, that is a different category. That is not Trilinga category. That is linga wise the name is different. That's why Tat Shabdam will have Sa Pullingam, Sa Strilingam, Tat Napuskam. That is Pradama Purusha.
Yeah, so those come under the Tat Shabdam category. Yeah, understood.
Sa will have Yakavachanam, Divachanam, Bahuvachanam again. Saha. Sa also will have Yakavachanam, Divachanam again, just like Aham is having. But as a Tat Shabdam, it has got three rupas. Saha Rupa, Sa Rupam, Tat Rupam.
Tat Rupam. Yeah.
But in Aham, it is not like that. Asmat is not like that. Asmat is having same. Asmat, only one Asmat Shabdam is there. That is Takaranta Trilingaka Asmat Shabdam. And all the three lingas Asmat Shabdam only. Similarly, Yushmat Shabdam. In all the three lingas, Yushmat Shabdam only.
Yeah, understood.
So that is about the Karta. This is the attributes of Karta. The same attributes will be applicable in English also. We are not thinking in those lines, that's all. Because we are learning a new language, I am explaining all these things to you. The same concepts are there for English or Telugu or any other thing. Linga concept, Vachana concept, Purusha concept are there. Slight differences are there for Sanskrita. To formulate more and more words. That's all. Now comes the Kriya Padam. Now, for making a sentence, Kriya is required, Karta is required. So, in Kriya Padam, whenever the Kriya Kartru Padam is Prathama Purusha, then the corresponding Kriya Padam in the Vakyam, Prathama Purusha Kriya Padam only to be used. So, Kriya Padam also will be in three Purushas. Prathama Purusha, Madhyama Purusha, Uttama Purusha. So, similarly, if Kartru Padam is Madhyama Purusha, then Kriya Padam two need to be Madhyama Purusha only. Accordingly, for Uttama Purusha, Kartrupadam, the Kriya Padam should be Kartrupadam, the Kriya Padam shall be Uttama Purusha. Uttama Purusha Kriya Padam. Accordingly, for Uttama Purusha Kriya Kartrupadam, the Kriya Padam should be Uttama Purusha Kriya Padam only. So, for Prathama Purusha Kriya Padam Pathati, Madhyama Purusha Kriya Padam shall be Pathasi, Uttama Purusha Kriya Padam will be Pathami. So what is changing here? The change is last syllable is changing. The Tiganta Prachayam is changing. We have learned that Tiganta Prachayam will be there now for making Kriya. For Prathama Purusha Kriya, it is Ti. For Madhyama Purusha Kriya, it is Si. For Uttama Purusha Kriya, it is Mi. So, Pathati, Pathasi, Pathami, Ami. Ami is for Uttama Purusha. So, that Prachayam changes. The Ti is Vartamana Kala Prachayam for Prathama Purusha. Si is Vartamana Kala Prachayam for Madhyama Purusha. Ami is Vartamana Kala Prachayam for Uttama Purusha. So when I say Rama, when Rama is reading, I will say Rama Patati. But when you are reading, I want to say, I will say Tvam Patasi. When I am reading, if I want to say Patami, that means this Ami is becoming Am. Yam. Yam in some English is becoming Ami here. Yam reading. Yam reading is becoming Patami. Pat plus Ami, Patami. So Patasi. Pat plus C. Pata plus C. Patasi. You are reading. You are. For R, C is coming here. Similarly, he is reading. Saha patati. For is, T is coming there. But is, are, am, all the three are present tense only. Similarly, here T, C, and Ami, all the three are present tense only. Ekavachanam only. All the three are Ekavachanam only. Like that. So now, hence, Vakyani according to Purusha are like this. Balaha, Balika, Vahanam. These are the kartas. Saha, Sa, Tat. These are all kartas. Balaha can be karta, Balika can be karta, Vahanam can be karta, Saha, Sa, Tat. All these things are kartas only. Then the kriya could be gachati. For all these things, the kriya is gachati. Balaha, Balika, Vahanam, Sa, Saha, Sa, Vahanam, gachati. Balaha gachati, Balika gachati, Vahanam gachati, Saha gachati, Sa gachati, Vahanam gachati. Vahanam gachati. Tathaiva. Vahanam gachati. Tat gachati. Sorry. Yeah, tat gachati. It should be tat gachati. Saha gachati, sa gachati, tat gachati. Saha gachati, sa gachati, tat gachati. Balaha gachati, Balika gachati, Vahanam gachati, Saha gachati, sa gachati, tat gachati. When it comes to Madhyama Purusha, that becomes Tvam gachasi. Only one kriya. Tvam gachasi. That's all. Tvam only one shabda. Here there are 6. 3 Namvachaka shabdas, 3 Sarvanam shabdas. Pullingam, Srilingam, Napusakam. In Namvachakam, Pullingam, Srilingam, Napusakam, in Sarvanam. There are 6 are there. But here, only one. Tvam is for all the 3 lingas. So, Tvam gachasi. This is Sarvanam shabda actually. Tvam gachasi. Then when goes to Uttama Purusha, that becomes Aham gachami. So, Uttama Purusha Vakyam is Aham gachami. Madhyama Purusha Vakyam is Tvam gachasi. Prathama Purusha Vakyam is Balaha gachati, Balika gachati, Vahanam gachati, Saha gachati, Sa gachati, Tat gachati. Similarly, Bahuvachana Vakyam will be as follows. Now let us go to Bahuvachana, how it will be. Balaha, Balaha Sabdam becomes Balaha. Balika Sabdam becomes Balikaha. Vahanam Sabdam becomes Vahanani. Saha Sabdam becomes Te. Sa Sabdam becomes Taha. Tat Sabdam becomes Tani. So, Kriya will be Gachanti. Kriya will be what? Gachanti. The Gachati becomes Gachanti. This Anti will become. Instead of Ti, Anti will come. So, Balaha Gachanti, Balikaha Gachanti, Vahanani Gachanti, Te Gachanti, Taha Gachanti, Tani Gachanti. When it comes to Madhyama Purusha, what is the Bahuvachanam for Tvam? Uyam. Uyam is Bahuvachanam. Uyam Gachata. You have to use Uyam Gachata. Okay. This Makaram should not be written actually here. I will tell you later why. But for simplicity, I have written now as Makaram here. Please remember that. Uyam Gachata. It should be Anuswaram here. Dot. It should be dot actually. Uyam Gachata. Yuyam gacchata is Madhyama Purusha, Bahuvachana Vakya. Similarly, Vahanam Vayam Gacchamaha. For Uttama Purusha Vakyam, Bahuvachanam Gacchamaha. Ekavachanam Gacchami. Bahuvachanam Gacchamaha. Madhyama Purusha Ekavachanam Gacchasi. Bahuvachanam Gacchattha. These prachayas are to be remembered. So now you see this entire table. So dhatu, what is dhatu is there? What dhatu? Atmanepad dhatu, Parasmepad dhatu, Vartamana kalam, Ekavachanam, Divachanam, Bahuvachanam. Like that, okay? Dhatu, what is dhatu we are using? We learned here Parasmepad dhatu, Atmanepad dhatu we have learned earlier, right? One is Parasmepadi group, another is Atmanepadi group. This Parasmepadi group, Ekavachanam, Divachanam, Bahuvachanam, Vartamana kalaha. This is the dhatu type. What is dhatu type here used? Parasmepadi, Vartamana kalaha. That is the vacuum we are using here now. So, Vachanam, Ekavachanam, Divachanam, Bahuvachanam. Purushaha, down, go down. Prathama Purusha, Madhyama Purusha, Uttama Purusha. Then what is the table? Patati, Patataha, Patanti. Patasi, Patataha, Patata. Patami, Patavaha, Patami. This is the table. So, similarly for Atmanepadi, if you take Atmanepadi Kriya, Vanda dhatu we have to take. Dhatu is Vanda dhatu. Dhatu is Vanda dhatu. For Vanda dhatu, Atmanepadi, here Pat dhatu we have taken. Here Pat dhatu we have taken and made the Parasmepadi table. This is Atmanepadi table. There are two types of dhatus we know. One is Atmanepadi dhatu, one is Parasmepadi dhatu. For Atmanepadi dhatu, we have Parasmepadi dhatu we discussed it. Patati, Patataha, Patanti, Patasi, Patataha, Patata, Patami, Patavaha, Patami. We discussed this concept. Patati, Patanti, Patasi, Patata, Patami, Patamaha. This concept we discussed earlier, just now. For Divachana, it will be Patataha, Patatha, Patavaha, Patavaha. This is Divachana. So we have made a table now for 3 Vachanams and 3 Purushas for Pat dhatu. For Pat dhatu Kriya, how Vartamana Kala Kriya will be there for different nouns or pronouns. How to make sentences I will tell later. So now, similarly, if you take an Atmanepadi dhatu, that rupams will be slightly different. Instead of Patati, it will be Vandate. Instead of Ti, it will be Te here. Instead of Si, it will be Se here. Instead of Ami, it will be Ye. That's all. Vande. Vanda dhatu, Vandate, Vandete, Vandante. Prathama Purusha. Vandate. Ramaha Vandate. Ramau Vandete. Ramaha Vandante. Aham Vitvam Vandase. Yuvam Vandete. Yuyam Vandadve. Aham Vande. Avam Vandavahe. Vayam Vandamahe. So like this, it will be changing. So now, slight clarification you need here is, we discussed on Parasmepadi basis, Parasmepadi dhatu basis, Patati dhatu basis we discussed. We didn't discuss on Patate dhatu basis, Vandate dhatu basis we didn't discuss. Because that's similar except the prachayam changes. When one is dhatu is Atmanepadi dhatu, Atmanepadi dhatu. For Atmanepadi dhatu, the Tiganta prachayam, the prachayam, Vartamana kala prachayam changes. That is the difference between Atmanepadi and Parasmepadi. If Ti is used, that is Parasmapadi Dhatu. If Te is used, that is Atmanepadi Dhatu. So Vanda Dhatu is Atmanepadi Dhatu. For that, Te is to be used. And Te section is like this. Vandate, Vandete, Vandante. How it is there in the here? Pathati, Pathataha, Pathanti. This Pathati, Patataha, Patanti in Parasmepadi, Vandate, Vandete, Vandante in Atmanepadi. The bhavam is same. One Ekavachanam, Divachanam, Bahuvachanam. The Vachanam is same. Vachanam and Purusha, Prathama Purusha. Prathama Purusha Ekavachanam, Prathama Purusha Divachanam, Prathama Purusha Bahuvachanam. Same. All other things are same. The Karta also will be same. But the Kriya will be different because the Dhatu Rupam is different. This Dhatu is a special Dhatu. The Vanda Dhatu is a special Dhatu. Pat Dhatu is a general Dhatu. When general Dhatu is used, the Prachayam is different. When special Dhatu is used, the Prachayam is different. This concept is another concept you should remember. Certain Dhatus are there. I have given two tables to you. First, Dhatus tables. One table for Parasmapadi Dhatu table I have given. Another table, Atmanepadi Dhatu table I have given. Kriyas table. So, Atmanepadi Kriyas are in Te. All are in Te. If you see your first lesson, in first lesson I have given two tables. In first lesson I have given two tables, right? See, this is second table. This is first table. This is Parasmapadi table. Patati, Namati, Vandati, Pasyati, Nindati, Charati, Hasati, Bhavati, Pachati, Nayati, Pasyati, Kridati, Ichati, Pruchati, Khadati, Vikasati, Gachati, Gayati, Patati, Nuchati, Phalati, Likhati, Echati, Tishtati, Pravahati, Sravati, Atati, Pibati, Vasati. All these things are general kriyas. These are called Parasmapadi kriyas. This is one section. For this section, the kriya table is like this. For this section, the kriya table is the first table, which we discussed just now. Pathati, Patataha, Pathanti. Pathasi, Patataha, Patatha. Pathami, Patavaha, Pathami. There we have given only this first one. That's all. In the first lesson table, I have given only Pathati for different dhatus. For one dhatu, I have given here three vachanams and three dhatus, three purushas here. Similarly, for all dhatus, you have to make tables. You have to understand like that. This concept of Pathati table here will be applicable for all the dhatus I have given in the table 1. And similarly, the concept of the second table, here Atmanepadi table, Vandate, Vandete, Vandante, Vandase, Vandete, Vandadve, Vande, Vandavahe, Vandamehe. This will be applicable to second group of dhatus, the second table. For these dhatus, Kampate, Vandate, Prakashate, Bhashate, Sobhate, Parikshate, Sahate, Palayate, Kijjate, Spardhate, Yachate, Kurdate, Vandate, Vardhate, Yudhyate, Vijayate, Alokate, Sevate, Tvarate, Chamate, Vismayate, Uhyate, Badhate, Utsahate, Manyate, Lajjate, Modate, Vartate, Yatate, Trayate, Apekshate, Slaghate, Plavate, Alochate, Ikshate, Vyadhate, Sankate, Shankate, the Shankate Shah is wrong. This has to be correct. Shankate, Bhikshate. This Shakaram should be, I have to correct it. I already sent it to you. This I will correct and send again. This Shankate will be Shankate, Sha. This Shakar. this shakaram, another shakaram will come. That shakaram will come. Slaghate, this sla will come here. Shankate, vikshate. So this is another set of kriyas I have given. For this set of kriyas, the table is his second table. For each kriya, the table should be like this. For each kriya there. For all the kriyas which are written there, for each kriya it will be this table. This table will work. Vandate, vandete, divachanam. Vandante, bahuvachanam. Vandase, madhyama purusha, ekavachanam. Vandethe, madhyama purusha, dvivachanam. Vandadve, madhyama purusha, bahuvachanam. Vande, uttama purusha, ekavachanam. Vandavahe, uttama purusha, dvivachanam. Vandamahe, uttama purusha, bahuvachanam. So, up to this only we will talk today. You understand this concept clearly. If you have got any doubts, ask me here up to this. And why I will ask you, I will tell you one difference between these two. What is the Parasmanepadya and Vatmanepadya difference? What is these two? How much time is there still? Time is over?
5 minutes left.
5 minutes only left. Okay. So, we'll stop here. How to use these things and make sentence, I will tell in the next class. How to use this table and make a sentence. I will tell in the next class. I will send up to this to for you for reading the lesson 3. And I'll also tell the concept of difference between Parasmanepadya concept and Atmanepadya concept also next class. If you got any doubts, please come prepared for asking for doubts next class. Okay.
Okay, Varaprasad.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. It looks slightly difficult, but if you understand the concept, it will be easy. The concept is to be only. Any doubts? Varaprasad, what is your doubt? Let us finish fast doubts.
No, the time is, let us have the Prarthana
Okay,
time.
first let us finish the thing, then those who want to ask doubts can wait there.
Right. Thank you.
సార్ ఒక చిన్న డౌట్ ఉంది.
తర్వాత అండి ప్రార్థన తర్వాత.
After this thing will talk. Okay. There is after Prarthana.
Okay. So let's go for Prarthana. Josna garu.
Yes, sir. Swasti prajabhyah paripalayantam न्यायेन मार्गेण महिं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितो ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः अपुत्राः पुत्रिणः सन्तु पौत्रिणः अधनाः सधनाः सन्तु जीवन्तु शरदां शतं सत्यं वद धर्मं चर स्वाध्यायन् मा प्रमदः सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः सर्वे जना सुखिनो भवन्तु स्वस्ति.
Where there is no stress, should not give. Da only. You should not pronounce da as da.
Okay, sir.
You are doing that mistake. Be careful next time.
Okay, sir.
Where da is there, you should pronounce light da only. You should not pronounce hard da.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Adhaya is not adaya, like that. Anamadaya. Adaya means removing. Adhaya is different. Da means different. Adaya means minus. Adaya. Adaya means removing. So
Okay,
the
sir.
meaning changes.
Okay.
So pronunciation should be careful. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you. Let's go for Janaganmana now. చిట్టిబాబు గారు.
Yeah, just. जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता, पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा, विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा, तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे, गाहे तब जय गाथा, जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता, जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे जय जय।
ఓకే, ధన్యవాదములండి చల్లా చిట్టిబాబు గారు.